Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will take the field first. And here comes Austin Simmons. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Raymond. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
With the catch, it's Carter. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Running inside, it's Raymond. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the grab on the left. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On his feet at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Throwing Simmons. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. Keeps it himself. Here's a little room there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, better look out. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking for space, it's Raymond. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Now here's Simmons. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Goes to the option.
Well, we know this guy is
Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who has yet to get up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the 1st. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Huskers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And send the tight end in motion. It's complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Delayed handoff. It's eyes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't.
I'd have a chance. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside. It's eyes. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Husker! Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great..." Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Simmons. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They feed him again. Maybe some room here. Major gaps in that defense, and he... loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Running inside. It's Ives. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physically. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Going to run it. It's Ives. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. The Huskers will try to convert on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they're able to make the tackle.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Oh, they're after him. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
All right, Holly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. He goes right back to the air, trying to set up the screen. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's got the back in the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Simmons. Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. Going to the run, it's Raymond. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Rule at the half. His conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's straight downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Huskers are marching down the field. Looking for room, it's Ives. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but...
Caught, and he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st down and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it...
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Throwing Simmons. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Takes the easy completion. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Rutgers! They take the lead with the 6.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Punch it out of the air. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gives it on the option. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They're working that left side. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ives. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Simmons on the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give as they work on that clock. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Simmons. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. Inside the tag. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. He works his way. The 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. At the 45 on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time...
There's some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their third. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Cornhuskers punch back.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Oh.
Snags it, and he's open. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Great job of spatial awareness and understanding the situation of the game, too. Down in a 2-minute situation with no timeouts, somehow, some way, you have got to get out of bounds. Really nice effort there by the receiver.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quarterback making checks. lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. The offense coughs it up. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corner's going to give them room. To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Takes it into the house, and the clock is at 0, and they're down a single.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. And where are they? Where is the defense? You've got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
He's looking to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And he can't get it away. The sack, keeping this offense from taking the lead. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like,